So, after a bit of a break, I am back to deliver live number 12 on the A to Z of how can coaching help you. And today is L for leadership development, listening, and loving yourself. Now, that's quite a wide variety of things. Let's start with leadership development. This one's slightly unusual, maybe not something that you would think about, but actually mindset coaching and developing your emotional intelligence is hugely important if you are a leader, whether that be being a leader within your organization, but also if you are maybe not currently in a leadership position but you aspire to be. Being able to have really high levels of emotional intelligence will make a huge difference in how you can make an impact. So why do we know this about leadership development? There's a guy called Daniel Goleman, and he is the absolute guru on emotional intelligence. And through vast amounts of research, and through his brilliant books, all of which I've read, he has done a lot of research into this area. And basically, to quote him directly, he says, emotional intelligence counts for more than IQ or expertise for determining who excels at a job, any job. For outstanding leadership, it counts for almost everything. He then goes on to say that in leadership positions, 85% of the competencies for success lie in the emotional intelligence domain rather than in the technical or intellectual abilities. So if you're a leader or you know somebody who would like to aspire to be in a leadership position, you can always develop yourself further and increase your emotional intelligence. We all have a level of emotional intelligence, but why don't you look at where you actually are now and how you could increase it and maybe take yourself to a whole new level you didn't know about? The next thing to look at is listening. Now, do you listen to respond or do you listen to understand? Most of us in this society today listen to respond. That means we're not really listening at all. We're only wanting to make our own point. If you can develop the skill of listening to understand, that way you can have much more profound conversations. You can find out much more about people. And by taking that step back, really listening them and understanding them, it will allow you to make much more constructive comments back to them and have a far deeper conversation. Through coaching, that's absolutely something that we can achieve. And then the last one is loving yourself. How nice are you really to yourself? When you look in the mirror, what do you say to yourself? I used to say some pretty awful things to myself, and I know a lot of other people say things about themselves that they would never say to another human being on earth. Well, if that's the way you're going to speak to yourself, do you know what? Your brain believes it. Your brain believes everything that you tell it. So if you constantly tell it that you're a failure and you can't do X or Y or Z, the brain will believe it. So you need to start to really love and respect yourself. Now, how do I do this? Every day I make sure that I know that I'm grateful for certain things in my life. I find 3 things I'm grateful for. And each morning I tell myself 3 things that I like about myself. Now, at the beginning, that was really difficult. Now it's really easy. So if you'd like to know more about any of these, drop me a comment below and I will see you back for live number 13 in the next couple of days. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.